using it to buy radios for the courthouse.
Okay, do I hear a motion to approve?
Motion.
Motion Commissioner Ross,
Second.
second Commissioner Bolden. Anyone want to speak to the motion? If not, all in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Justin Bell.
All right, we've got the same amendment in front of financial management. You guys heard the explanation.
Motion to approve. Motion.
Got a motion, Mr. Swallows, and a second by Ms. Ross. If there's no questions, all those in favor of approving the amendment, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, passes unanimously. Then we go back to Mr. Ridley.
Okay. Next, we have, 7.2, correct? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, this is, Justin, you speak on this.
Sure. I guess we'll have to pass this pending approval of 10.1 because there's a resolution that references. But if we end up going there, so previously we got a grant amendment for the health department grant, extra $1.4 million, 1.4 million, 23,000 and some change. And I previously said that we were going to use the line of credit that was extended to us from Citizens Tri-County. Since found out we're not allowed to do that, that'd be a violation of the original note that we got with them. So the simplest and cheapest way for the county is to issue what's called an inter-fund capital outlay. So we're going to loan ourselves the money out of the general fund. The general fund is going to give the money to the capital projects fund. Then this note is going to allow the capital projects fund to spend that money on the project at the health department. The resolution also allows for we've got another amendment here in a few minutes. The next one will set up the line so that the debt service fund can immediately pay back the general fund for the funds issued.
And then we'll get reimbursed from.
And then eventually, when the project's over and the state approves all of our stuff, then the state sends us the money back. And it goes back into debt service, just like the original note reimbursements.
Motion to approve pending approval.
Motion from Commissioner Ross.
Second.
Second Commissioner Bolden. Everyone understand what we're doing here?
Not really.
We're borrowing.
We're borrowing from Peter to pay Paul. And we'll give it back to Peter later.
It's a shell game, that's all it is. It's just a,
It's
It's
an
a
odd way to get a
legal shell
reimbursement
game.
grant.
Yeah.
It's a long
Yeah.
way around.
Well, yeah,
it's just a legal process.
Instead of borrowing money, pay interest.
yes, exactly. We're going to just loan it to ourselves as we have it. It saves us the interest and the closing costs on actually going out and securing an additional loan for 1.4 million.
Any more discussion? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Second Bell.
All right, everybody's on financial management's heard the same.
Motion.
You got a motion from Mr. Taylor, second from Mr. Hillis. Any questions? Being none, all those on financial management that approve, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, passes unanimously.
Did you have to add up how much interest that would save?
I would just depend on, no, I didn't.
His interest, what is it
It would
now?
probably
Well-
save more in closing costs than
Yeah.
having to run the
Yeah, because we have the
ads
money
and
in
all
debt
that.
service. Because what we're doing now is like when I borrow the next $3 million on the outlay note we do have, I'll pay it back within a week. And so we're only losing 4.5%. It's 4.5% loan, which
But
is
it does-
way lower than anything you can get right now.
Right.
So even if we paid it off the same day, we still have closing costs. So this just saves us that hassle.
Okay, so 7.2, Justin, basically what we're doing is paying it back out of debt service.
Yeah, this is a double entry, one for general fund, one for debt service. This is to set up the money for us to pay the capital project out of general fund and set up the reimbursement from the state and the outlay to pay back the general fund and debt service. Motion.
Motion from Commissioner Taylor.
Second.
Second Commissioner Bolden. Anyone want to speak to that motion? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Second Bell.
All right, we've got the same amendment from financial management. Everybody's heard it explained.
Motion to approve.
Got a motion, Mr. Gillis. Second from Ms. Ross. Any questions? There's no questions. All those in favor of approving it, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, passes unanimously.
Okay, item 7.3 is school system. Mr.
Section.
Wallace.
Yeah, so it's food services, and in your packet on that second page, it explains it. Moving $250,000 out of the equipment line and spreading it across these 5 item lines, one for maintenance and repairs, and office supplies and other supplies, really because we were paying it out of one and need to get it in the right line. But 2 and 3, chemicals and foods, are just extremely rising costs, and so trying to move it in there to be ahead of that. So 3 is food, 100,000, chemicals 125,000, and again, that's just anticipating and dealing with price increases. So moving it out of one into those 5 line items, and happy to answer any questions. It's written there for you if you need it.
All right, do I hear a motion to approve?
Motion.
Motion from Commissioner Bolden. Is there a second?
Second.
Second, Commissioner Ross. Anyone want to speak to the motion? All right, if not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Take the belt.
All right, we got the same amendment 7.3 in front of financial management.
Motion.
I got a motion from Mr. Swallows. Second, got a second from Mr. Taylor. Any questions about the amendment? Being done, all those in favor of approving the amendment, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Passes unanimously. Now we'll move down to this financial management's got some surplus property.
I thought I didn't have anything. We got a ton. So I'll eat crow there. And say, I apologize. We got all kinds.
We're a couple of school board meetings behind on
Yeah.
the
I
project.
can't help but
So
notice you got a couple of barber chairs. Oh, sorry, never mind. I thought, what?
They were actually at the mall. They were left at the mall.
Oh.
All good Chromebooks.
So they took,
hey, the county's got some laptops too.
Hmm.
There's several Chromebooks in here. Cole, if you need a new one.
does everybody?
Anything that doesn't need to go on Gov Deals for, you know?
I
Motion to place the surplus on Gov Deals.
All right, I got a motion, Mr. Rubley, to place everything on the surplus on Gov Deals, and a second by Mr. Taylor. All those in favor of doing that, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Passes unanimously. Now we're down to item number 9. Any public comment? Rob, you got any comment?
So I was like,
Y'all got any comment over here?
say we're good.
All right, then we'll go down to, I guess I'll let Mr. Rubley handle the first 10-1.
Justin, go
Sure.
ahead.
This is a resolution allowing for us to issue the $1,425,000 of the internal fund capital outlay. So this is where general fund is going to loan this money to Fund 186. Debt service can pay general fund back. 186 is going to spend it at the health department. Eventually, 151 debt service will get the money back from the state.
Should be, it'd be number 1 listed at the bottom of the page is on the resolution.
There it is.
10.1.
I will say that this resolution came straight from our financial advisor who normally does our bond issues. He wrote the resolution. I sent it to Robert. It has not. I don't think he normally has anything that he normally doesn't override anything in these resolutions from.
This is just the resolution doing seven,
Yeah.
7-1.
This come from Cumberland Security.
Come on, excuse me.
I'll make a motion.
Motion from Commissioner Bolden. Second. Second, Commissioner Taylor. Anyone want to speak to that motion?
Would be kind of odd to vote against something you done voted for.
That's right.
Yeah.
You would.
You can kill it twice with one vote.
Yeah, you could. Both votes. Any other discussion? If not, all in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
All right, we got the same capital outlay note, interfund resolution in front of financial management.
Motion to approve.
Got a motion, Mr. Hillis. Got a second. Got a second, Ms. Ross. Anybody have any questions? Being none, all those in favor of approving the resolution say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Passes unanimously. We'll turn it back over to Mr. Ridley to handle the next one.
Okay, we're back to the bridge, is that?
Yes. I don't have any paperwork in here for it.
That's okay. We talked about it ad nauseam. Go ahead, Justin, explain that.
Okay, so we instituted the bridge program, I believe it was August 1st, 2023, which allows for, it's a 25-55 bridge. So law enforcement officers who have 25 years of service at the age of 55 can retire with no penalties. And then until they turn 62, they can receive a 50% increase in their retirement. That's what we're currently doing. That was the only option available when we passed it. Since we passed it, they've instituted a new option. The sheriff has asked me to bring it to the committee for discussion. The difference being is now it still has a mandatory retirement age of 60, but now that 7-year bridge window extends from age 55 to age 67. So whichever one hits first, you turn 67, or you take 7 years of bridge service, that's when the bridge turns off. So what it does is it allows the officers to basically guarantees them their full 7 years of bridge, as long as they don't move into a position that's doesn't have a mandatory retirement age. Because if you move off the road or out of the jail, out of the cells and stuff, there's some positions that are not required to be
Mandatory age is 60.
is 60, yes. So the way that works is the month you turn 60, you have to retire the first day of the next month.
They're trying to get them to work up 5 more years.
Yeah. So right now, the original was to incentivize them to leave them at 55 or 60 whenever they got their 25 years in, and then draw their benefit till 62. Now, the new one just runs out to 67. The issue is that there is no additional cost associated up front for this additional benefit, which means that extra cost associated with those realistically 3 to 5 years of extra time are just going to be spread across the regular county retirement rate.
I get that ideal. That's not really realistic, but I get that ideal because if they quit at 55, you've only got 7 more years. But if you get the work out of them, you're going to be paying somebody anyway.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much as those people are making though.
Right.
But this 25-55 is not work to the advantage of keeping law enforcement officers longer.
I don't
Because
think,
they leave and then they go to another
Well, that's what-
department.
I don't think benefits have retained employees much at all because, and just.
I think it's stuff that they get immediately. is what
It's payment by the hour. That's the big
That's-
concern.
It's what's
And
on the check
that-
right then.
I don't think there's much incentive on the back end because these guys are living, and I'm not saying everybody, but so many people are living for what's my paycheck on Friday. It's not what the benefits are 6 months down the road. So I don't know if we're incentivizing anything with those long term.
Do you not see that in the school system too? It's not really helping these.
Maybe it is.
It's a little different because we don't have a mandatory retirement age.
Right.
I mean, you could work to your 80 if you're still being effective. And furthermore, because of the state programs with the 70-30, it's financially beneficial for them to go ahead and retire. I would call that a bridge. It's not the same as what he just explained.
But what they're saying is after they get 60, they can't do certain jobs. They're not physically capable, probably is what they're
Well,
saying.
yeah, that's the trade-off. In order to get the bridge benefit, there has to be instituted a mandatory retirement age.
So that in our world would be, okay, we're going to do this for you if you teach. You can't be an administrator,
Right.
but if you teach, we'll leave you in there. To me,
Well, see, that was my original impression with the 25-55 was that the jailers and the road deputies,
And
they
I
kind of
would
wanted
say
to
that
phase them
I
out.
don't know if they have seen a retention or if they've still been getting quite the turnover. It might be that we table this discussion until budget time where Jackie can be here to speak to whether or not the 25-55 actually, the original bridge has benefited him in any way.
Well, he's seen three or four retired almost immediately after we done that.
We did have some that hit retirement age also.
It quickly. Yeah.
Well, that's why
Well, they were
passed it on.
younger, but they had
Yeah.
their 25 years in. They
Yeah.
started young.
I think to your point, Justin, I would rather see this at budget time. We have historically tried to make everybody talk about anything that is pay related or anything during the budget cycle, and it's my position, I don't want to see that outside of the budget cycle.
You said no initial upfront costs.
That's the thing that catches me a little sideways is when we signed on for bridge, we paid 3.5% more for anybody eligible for bridge. So guards and road deputies, investigators, etc. We pay 3.5% more on their retirement than we do anybody else, and that was for the 7 years between 55 and 62.
That was to cover
That's
that.
to cover that.
But
Well,
you're
now
still
they're-
just covering 7 years, I
But
guess is what
But
you're
the
saying.
difference there is that you have a lot of folks who don't want to go at 55. You're going to see a lot who want to hang out till they're 60 because we had to force it. Like, so a couple of them were forced out. Like they had to go. They were already past 60. So we were only going to pay 2 years or less on those folks out. Like it was going to come out of the county balance with TCRS.
Because it only went to 62
But
years.
taking
Right.
this to 67, that takes
Right.
on another 5
It's
years.
5
you're
more
almost
years.
guaranteeing 7 years per person. Statistically, it's going to be almost a guarantee at 7 years per person.
Well,
There's
you said
no additional
almost.
cost.
It is guaranteed unless it quits at death.
No, I mean.
So
it
their
does,
heirs are going, that does quit at death or?
but, I
Okay.
mean, yeah.
It's according to how you sign up.
Yeah.
I thought it might go to their.
Well, no, the reason I say it's not going to be 100% is you're going to have some people who are going to move into those positions that are not mandatory to leave. at
Administrative
60.
positions or
So you could
something.
have somebody
Okay, yeah.
in an administrative position, I think technically maybe chief deputy or something like that. It's not mandatory at 60. They could work that one until they're 65 and still only get 2 years.
2 years.
On the new program. But there's no upfront, there's nothing to offset that steamrolling down the line.
Yeah, it's going to eventually.
Eventually, we're going to pay somewhere.
It'll snowball.
It's gonna
Yeah,
snowball.
it'll
It costs-
it'll get
It actually
bigger.
costs him money.
Yeah.
Because
It's all right.
your classified staff are on our classified rate. Like they're always on the same one. So it affects the whole county. Because you're certified have one rate, your classified have another.
That's right.
Your classified rate's based on the county rate. For some reason, they stick you on the same pool as us. So
So
the
this-
entirety of the county structure will be picking up that extra 5 years.
This
At some point.
60 is a state
Yeah.
law.
More than likely, this is stemming from the majority of the employees now, their legal retirement age is 67.
I would assume, yeah. Especially the ones who are signing up now are definitely past 67. Those ones coming into the workforce.
Yeah,
are
it's
definitely-
67 for me and you, kind of.
Yeah.
Really. Of course,
So-
not you. I mean, you done did. But
I think this is a budget time issue.
You put that in form of a motion.
I do.
Motion from Mr. Taylor to delay decision on this until budget review time. Second from Commissioner Ross. Anyone want to speak to that motion? I think that'll give us a little more time to gather some data and talk
Yeah,
to
get a little
Jackie
more
and
information on it.
see where.
well, he can present the
This-
pros and cons as he sees.
Right, and it's not gonna change a lot between now and then, affect anybody, or very few anyway. All right, anyone else want to speak to that motion? If not, all in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
All right, we're down to award the bid for the roof replacement for the old armory for the Warren County Sheriff's Department.
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion that we accept the lowest bid, which is Ross Services Corp.
All right, I know the correctional partnership had some, was kind of worried about
Say that
them.
again.
The correctional partnership was worried about them being the low bidder, but I did talk to Robert, and unless we have I don't know Ross's services, they may be great, but even we would have to have document.
I don't know.
I don't think it was the question of the particular company, it was the difference
Just
between the
just
bid.
the difference in the
totals.
prices,
Right.
that's what I was
right,
trying to get at.
correct.
And, but when I talked to Robert, he said we would have to document that they've done unsatisfactory work for somebody if we even want to consider.
Well, here's the way I look at it. When they're that much cheaper, don't look at a gift horse in the mouth. this work is, it's all got specs, right?
They got
We
bid
got,
specs.
we got a code.
And we got a codes man that we're gonna
We're
make all
licensed,
there.
they're
He
licensed
expects
by
each
the
other.
I'm
We
sure.
we had to hire an engineer for the project anyway.
You hired an engineer, you got specifications for it. We have a codes man that's gonna inspect it. If they don't do it right, they have to go back and they have to do it again.
Well, I know they
And
were worried,
we'll
they said
hold
they
the
were,
money.
We hope.
they were worried that it
we
was just so
hope
much
they-
more of a difference, and sometimes, if you're in a lot of the bid processes, sometimes people
This
might
may be
need
a
a job a
smaller,
little more, they
this
might
may
need a
be a
little job a
smaller
little more than others. Exactly.
Could
And
be.
and they might need
hey, he
to work
proved
on
it out there on the animal shelter. He saved a lot of money going with doing it, subbing it out than he did.
About $100,000.
See, that's a whole lot of
So which
difference.
was just about
Did you get a
You got a motion, I got a
I got
motion,
a
Mr. Robley,
I'll say.
and I got a second, Mr. Taylor. Any more discussion on taking the low bid? All right, if there's no more discussion, all those in favor of taking the low bid, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? And we will make sure we get a good job. Oh, all
But just for
right.
clarity, I really don't know who the Ross Service Group is.
Sure.
No,
I don't know them.
It's your
I know it's a joke, but
Yeah,
I really don't. So.
all right.
Grant don't believe you said Smirky's got.
Yeah, he don't think. Grant, this is yours now.
Yes, you're talking about the CTE Career
Yeah.
Center. So the intent behind that center was always to put something together in place that will allow us to bring our middle school students and have access to all the different programs we have at Warren County High School, have a small look preview inside of, all right, if this is advanced manufacturing, this is what goes on in an advanced manufacturing class. If you're interested in cosmetology, this is what we do in cosmetology. And so this is a company, Brainchild Creative, that leads the way in that. And so what they've proposed is 9 different, I believe it's 9, it may be 10 different sections of that building, to where we're going to bring our students in and they'll have access to all the mechanical issues, all the things, just on a small scale, just to give them an idea of what they're going to see when they come to the high school. So all this grant money is all coming out of the Innovative Schools Model grant money. Innovative Schools Model grant money. I didn't say that right. And so feel very comfortable with Brainchild Creative because we've seen their work in other districts and they do really good work. So I'll make a motion we approve them since they're the only bidder.
Second.
And got a motion and a second. And this is a 3-year contract.
No, that's not.
It's just a one-time deal.
It's
One
just,
time.
yeah, it's one
Oh, the
time
next
for them to
one
come
is-
in and do that, but we've got to approve I think there's something else that we're approving with them, or is that?
The students actually have hands-on.
It won't be as much as what they'll have at the high school, but
Right, but
if
they'll
you
get a
say
taste.
advanced manufacturing, they don't have a clue what advanced manufacturing is.
Right.
So we can't realistically take every one of those students to the high school and run them through that lab. But because we have this center now, we can bring them through and they can have a small scale picture. Yes. I think the plan is to have a small animal care. They're going to take some animals in and do some, washing and grooming and all that kind of stuff in this center too. So
Like one of them was like a faux engine,
it is.
like a car engine for
Yes.
automotive.
So they'll be able to see
It'll give them some
inside.
insight that ones that never have been around stuff like that.
It'll be I'm really excited about it. I think it's going to be
Where's it gonna be located?
in this old senior center.
That's
That's
very
Oh,
what
okay.
that's the reason we purchased that building. And again, that we think it fits the model, the title of the grant, Innovative Schools Model. We think this is innovative and something that people, our schools or our students are going to really benefit from.
All right, we got a motion in a second. All those in favor of approving, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? That's unanimous. Now, this next one is piggybacking off Oak Ridge.
Yeah, Oak Ridge did the bidding on this. So we have to piggyback them, but then at the same time, if we piggyback them, then we're gonna get, it's a 3-year contract that we'll be signing with Vital ECM to do, records imaging for the school. I think we've done this several times in the past, and it saves a significant amount of money on. I think y'all use it mainly for old school records, right?
We do.
Like current records and.
Things that we have to keep for 10 years.
Most approved.
Got a motion, Mr. Rubley. Second, Mr.
Sorry.
Taylor. Any questions about the energy? And it will have to go in front of the full court.
Yes, the 3-year
Because it's a
contract.
3-year
part.
contract. This
Yeah.
is the 3-year contract. All those in favor of approving it, say aye. All those opposed, passes unanimously. We'll move on now to award the emergency storage locker bid for Warren County Sheriff. We only
Okay,
have
so-
one bidder,
We only had the one bidder,
and
and
that's,
they were good with it.
that's the one they wanted.
That's the one they wanted, and,
Oh, correct.
It says Warren
That
County
paper, it
Schools,
says-
but it's,
That says
oh, yeah,
schools.
it's for the sheriff's department, but they're gonna put the lockers in the schools.
In the
For
schools.
SROs.
SROs.
Yes, these are essentially rapid deployment security lockers for the firearms that are assigned to the SROs. So my understanding is they'll be bolted down into probably their offices in each school. It'll be a place for them to store their firearms inside but supposed to have all kinds of bells and whistles. There are several patents on this machine that allows for rapid access but secure access. The list of recommendations from the company was quite large. Secret Service folks, people in Nashville.
Yeah, it's all coming through the security grants
Security guard
where, I mean, that technology is just rapidly moving ahead.
change.
And again, it's a way to put arms in our SRO's hands in an extremely safe way. So it's pretty neat when you watch it too. I hate that we're to the place that we have to have this,
Yeah,
but we are to that place.
we are there. I'll make a motion, we approve that.
I say,
Second.
Just a second. Mr. Rubley, any questions? Being none, all those in favor of approving, say aye.
uh,
All those opposed, passes unanimous.
One to go.
Justin, is there a contract with that
For which one?
for Brainchild,
Uh,
or is it just the bid?
all I had was the bid.
Okay,
I would think that as long as the contract, that we shouldn't have to come back to the
because the
contract.
bid is
The bid
approved.
has been approved, so the contract is, as long as they don't change the dollar amount, I don't feel like it needs to come back.
Okay.
The next thing is a contract, but it's a contract for the circuit court clerk with Pitney Bowes for their postage meter. They had their current lease was up. It's a 5-year renewal of the machine that they use at the courthouse to pay for postage. This will also go to full court because it is a 5-year deal. The money is very minimal, but still a 5-year commitment.
Got a motion, Ms. Ross, second from Mr. Hillis. Any questions about the postage meter lease?
So Justin, that's gonna be about $1,000 a year.
Yeah.
Okay, initial payment amount of 8071. Is that payment of the equipment or is that?
I believe so.
Any more questions? Being none, all those in favor of approving the contract, say aye. All those opposed, passes unanimously. Have one more thing.
I handed it out separate.
Yeah, I did it separately. First National Bank has approached me about putting a ATM out at the mall under where Ascend had the ATM. And negotiated with them that it's gonna cost them about $100,000 to fix that up. And they're gonna paint it. Well, that's their machine to put in there, the ATM machine. They paint it and they got to pay their own electric bill, but they're willing to lease it for $300 a month, and they want a 5-year contract with an option of another 5. So, I'm bringing it for this committee.
Motion to approve.
Motion to, I'll second it.
Motion by Mr. Ripley, second by Mr. Taylor. Any questions? All those in favor of approving the lease, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, pass unanimously. Justin, you have anything else?
I did hand out a copy of my report that'll go to the full commission. I don't know if I got them on or not. We had 2 issues since the last time I gave one. One at the sheriff's, one at the schools, but the schools was an HVAC that was apparently a little more damage than they initially thought. The sheriff one was somebody bought something and didn't tell the bookkeeper until they already had the receipt in hand. So, Other than that, we didn't do any sole source and no emergencies, no perishable commodities.
Or anybody else have anything needs to come for financial management?
Turn make a motion to adjourn.
We got a motion, Mr. Taylor. Here's a second. Second, Mr. Fittis. All those in favor say aye.
But I'd entertain a motion
I'll make that
to
same motion.
adjourn the Budget and Finance Committee. Is that you, Mr. Taylor?
Yes, sir.
Motion, Commissioner Taylor, is there a second?
Second.
Second, Commissioner Bowles, all in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Mr. Ross, are you opposed or were you?
Not at all.
We stand adjourned. Let's go watch one kid.
Go watch one
Breaks
game,
off.
beat the brakes off Franklin County.
Frank.
Your game or something?
Basketball.
Yeah.